going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day, obviously, the Terminator event dropped for Black Ops 6. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for hanging out in my stream and keeping me some company while I grinded through the event. We're trying to unlock everything, the AEK, fully automatic, the War Machine. I actually got them both in the previous day, but today on stream, if you guys are interested, again, I'll leave a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video, and that stream is going to be up between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. You guys can just tune on in and see how the event's going. But today, I want to, further dive into the fully automatic AEK and also the War Machine before I actually critique them, make some videos and content about them, so on and so forth. But today's video, I want to talk about the event itself and how lackluster it truthfully is. And in my opinion, I know I might get a lot of hate for this, but it is what it is. This is an opinion-based channel. My God, if you can't handle another opinion, then you must be a child and not a full-grown adult. So please mature up. Share your opinions if you want to, but if this is going to offend you, then so be it. But in all reality, Treyarch is being pretty dang lazy when it comes to how they're handling events within Black Ops 6. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you do enjoy what you hear in today's video, don't forget, guys, subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 Eastern time, everything between Call of Duty, and I am going to be dabbling in Battlefield more frequently. So if you guys are interested in any of those titles, by all means, subscribe and hit that bell. And I am going to be live, like I literally just said, today over on Twitch. So by all means, tune on in and hang out, say hello. But let's go ahead and dive deep into this actual event. Now, I do want to go ahead and start off and say that, I'm not calling Treyarch lazy because they put in a fully automatic mod for the AEK, or maybe even rehashed the, War Machine. So, so be it, whatever. I'm talking about the actual event itself, the Terminator event. In my eyes, when you go ahead and release events, you need to have a vibe to it. You need to give people something that will encourage them to hop into the experience and not just, already pre-planned content that they showcased in the roadmap for Black Ops 6. Am I right or am I wrong? Again, Modern Warfare 3 started off these events, and it was okay. I was perfectly fine with, running around and picking up these, dropped items. Basically, every single event will always give you a little kill confirmed vibe. Like previously in the winter event in Black Ops 6, you had to pick up those little, what were they called again? You guys probably already know it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it was a little event where you had to pick up the Christmas things and you would get points, but a lot of people were able to bug through it and not have to do it all, including myself, so that was really good. The Archie things, you guys remember that one. And then this one right here, you are picking up skulls off the ground. Basically, every single person is allowed to drop one skull or one item. And, if they leave, if they back out and fresh people join the game, those people will drop a skull as well. But they only drop it once per kill. So if you kill them once, you can't do it again. It's basically the same idea as it was back in Modern Warfare 3. But like I said, back in Modern Warfare 3, I was perfectly fine with them introducing this because it was fresh and new. We never saw something like this really deep into detail. So it was nice. It was refreshing to have these events, come on through and give us something different to do when, these things drop. But in Black Ops 6, again, I was hoping that we could expand on this, not really repeat the same thing that Sledgehammer did, not really copy the homework of Sledgehammer, but to, take that idea and evolve it. It's called the Terminator event, but let me be honest with you guys. What about this event screams Terminator? To me personally, once again, it's another event that is here to sell bundles. That's it. They had a bundle, they had a collab that they wanted to put forward, but, to hype it up and get people to actually log on and to purchase the, bundle, they have to say, oh, it's a quote-unquote event coming into Black Ops 6. Because that right there is what's going to get people hyped up. If you just say, oh, it's a bundle in the game, pay me money, they're probably not going to hop in, nor will they care, The people who are hardcore fans of Black Ops 6 right now, yeah, they'll hop in and maybe buy the bundle if they really like it. But if they're trying to attract players back into the game, because keep in mind, people are still leaving Black Ops 6 on a regular day basis. My lobbies, once again, you can go to my streams and see proof all the time, take forever. And I'm constantly playing with the same individuals almost daily in 10v10 out of all game modes. It's mind-boggling. People are leaving. So my idea is that they are trying to get people back into the experience. And once again, like I said, what better way to get people back into the experience than to say, look, the Terminator event. People are going to look at that and say, wow, a Terminator event. I wonder what's going to be in it. It's going to get them to log back into the game. But like I said, what about this event is Terminator? To me, the way I see it, it's just a way to get people who might have left the game to come back in, see that in the store bundles, you can buy a Terminator bundle, cough up cash, and maybe go about your business. But other than that, the event is literally just a copy and paste of every single event that we have ever seen, we've ever seen since they started introducing these type of events. There's nothing different. There's nothing unique. There's nothing really drawing me to play it. It's the exact same game. They need to spice it up. I'm just saying, they have to spice things like this up, or else it's going to become too stale to the point where people just simply won't log in for these events, and they will wait for the events to end, and they will unlock the other things through challenges, because that's typically what happens. Things like the War Machine or the AEK fully automatic, aftermarket part. If you don't finish the event, more than likely there's going to be challenges in your, challenge section that you can complete to go ahead and get the rewards. People are just going to do that, Why would they hop in and play another, version of mini kill confirmed in their Dom match, every single time? When instead, we should be having something creative coming into the mix here. In all reality, that's why I believe Treyarch didn't have much time with this game. I've said it time and time again, and I'm going to state it one more time for you guys, and I'll probably state it again in the future. But I personally believe that Treyarch did not have the full 4 years to make this game and put it together. Seriously, sit down and think about it. What did they innovate on this game? What is groundbreaking? The movement. That is literally it. And I enjoy the movement. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the movement. I enjoy the gunplay. But every other aspect is literally copying the homework of what Sledgehammer Games put together for Modern Warfare 3 and transferring it over to Black Ops 6. And it makes me think they're probably doing that for a reason. They probably don't got time. I guarantee that they only had 2 years to put together Black Ops 6. 2 years. Because don't forget, guys, the game that's going to be dropping this year, 2025, is going to be the Black Ops 2 sequel. And that is not, from my knowledge, going to be put together by Sledgehammer, nor is it going to be put together by Infinity Ward. Sledgehammer just got a little extra time to actually put together their own game, and Infinity Ward is going to be coming out in 2026, if, of course, all the leaks and rumors come true, but typically they always do. So who does that leave us with? Treyarch. And we all know how Activision enjoys abusing this studio. We've seen it with Black Ops 4, where they forced them to scrap the campaign and just, kind of blow together some random BR, which actually turned out to be a pretty dang good BR, Blackout. I would argue that Blackout's even better than Warzone. But keep in mind, that wasn't a long, thought out process. They literally had to scramble, cut the campaign, and build a BR from the ground up with the game that they put together there, because Activision, once again, I guess they think highly of Treyarch to be able to do these things. Same thing when it comes to Cold War, It was a lot of beef going on with Sledgehammer behind the scenes with Raven. They couldn't, finish up the project. Treyarch had to come in, pick it up probably a year or two to go ahead and put it together, and that's the Cold War process. And here we are with Black Ops 6, and apparently they had to make 2 games. They had to put together Black Ops 6, and they had to put together the Black Ops 2 sequel within the 4-year time frame. Now, I'm just throwing numbers out there saying that, they only worked on Black Ops 6 for 2 years and the Black Ops 2 sequel for 2 years. Who knows? Maybe they worked on Black Ops 6 for 3 years and the Black Ops 2, whatever, for 1 year, or 1 year for Black Ops 6 and 3 years for the Black Ops 2 sequel. Regardless, it doesn't frickin' matter. At the end of the day, they had to put together 2 full-fledged out games, meaning they have to put together content, game modes, prep the roadmaps for all of these different games, for 2 separate games, right? Not just Black Ops 6. They had to prep roadmaps for Black Ops 2, the sequel, as well. Weapons, all of the above. They had to prep all the stuff up for 2 completely different games. Now, I'm not defending Treyarch completely here, because they have left us in the dust in many occasions, and I'm still a little iffy when it comes to their communication. They're on and off, on and off, on and off. It's really hard to come to a conclusion on how Treyarch is doing, but I can definitely acknowledge that the way these events are unfolding, it just proves more and more that they didn't have any time to put together this game. You're telling me with 4 years, you could not come up with any concept for a Terminator event. You're telling me you couldn't think of any game modes, you couldn't think of any other way to go about this event or add content that would actually resemble the Terminator besides having a store bundle that you can go ahead and purchase. They could have done anything. They could have put in a game mode where, you could earn the War Machine easily and give people the chance to try out the War Machine and see how it is. I don't know how the game mode would work, but, anything in the world would have been better than just another scavenger hunt. Not even a scavenger hunt. Like I said, it's a mini kill confirmed match within whatever game that you're already playing. And we've been doing this for years now with no changes whatsoever. They could have even added in some PvE type mode where you and a bunch of friends could just kill bots and, it'll give you a lot of the skulls or something towards the final goal to get the... It doesn't matter. It could have been anything. Anything would have been more effort than once again copying the homework of what Sledgehammer Games put together. So right now, after seeing this event, I'm kind of, thinking there's 2 things that could be potentially happening here. Again, Either A, Treyarch is absolutely lazy and they refuse to try to innovate on these events and, spice them up to actually make them more replayable. Because we said this about these game modes in the past. Everybody in this community, you could look at any YouTuber, just chat it up with people who just simply play the game. Everybody says, it's cool back in Modern Warfare 3 that we could, do these events where you pick up stuff like kill confirm tags, but it's towards an event. It's cool and all, but spice it up, right? They didn't do anything. They didn't even evolve it. So like I said, it's either A, it's a lot of laziness going on behind the scenes because, again, how come their store has hundreds of bundles, but they can't sacrifice any animated camos for any of these events? Is there a reason for this? Is there a problem? So I don't get it. Like I said, laziness, or they are working on two different games. If it later comes out that this is truthfully the issue and not just leaks and rumors that that they have to work on two separate titles here, when it's actually official and the Treyarch name is the main name on the next game, then I can 110% clarify that it is indeed a problem with lack of time. And Activision fooled us by claiming they had a lot of time. That's how they sold us, because they knew the community was getting tired of, Treyarch being screwed over in the long run. So what better way to clickbait them back into the franchise than, saying, hey, the team that's been getting abused all these years, that never has any time to make a game, has 4 years to make a game this time around, right? That's genius to tell their overall community. But in reality, yeah, they might have had 4 years, right? They're working on the game for 4 years. But they have a lot on their plate for that 4 years, which means that 4 years did not go to BO6 alone. It's being split, which technically, like I said, you can claim it's 4 years, but in reality, it's not. It's more like having 2 years to put together a game. The same thing with like Cold War and Black Ops 4 having to, switch it up to the BR. It's the same deal. Once again, they're getting thrown under the bus, but only time will tell. Until that happens, I think we have to chalk it up to laziness. We just have to simply chalk it up to laziness and just ask and hope that the developers will improve these things. Because I like having these events. These events are great, but they don't feel like an event. They don't. It feels more like I said, a way to get people back into the game to buy bundles, not coming into the game because it's an actual Terminator event with Terminator game modes, weapons, camos, and skins that, are awesome. It's a big event for a couple of weeks where you can splurge and have a good time. No, it's nothing. You pick up skulls in your everyday basic game modes that barely do anything, and you unlock, an AK aftermarket part in the War Machine. It's great and all, but I mean, I was really hoping for more of a Terminator vibe, but I guess I was expecting a little too much. But ladies and gentlemen, go down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Do you think that Treyarch are lazy? Or, like I said, do you think they had no time to put together this game and they only had 2 years because, again, they had to work on the Black Ops 6 sequel? But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 1 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget, guys, this Saturday we are doing the quote-unquote new OG COD stream, Modern Warfare 2019 up to Modern Warfare 3 2023. So if you guys want to see how those games are, hanging up current date, by all means, tune on in. But as always, thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.